What's up, y'all? I'm Nikisha, aka the Diabetic Diva, and y'all hear that annoying beeping? Yeah, it's my pump being disrespectful because it ran out of insulin. But check this out. I'm gonna show y'all how I actually change out my pump and 3 very important things that should be done every single time. I'm currently on the Tandem Insulin X2 pump and I insert it at the hip. So the first thing I have to do is remove the old infusion set so that I can put a new one on. So you just yank that off just like that. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it doesn't. This one didn't hurt too bad. I'm gonna start changing it out by removing the old reservoir set. And I'm using scissors because frankly, I ain't trying to break no nails.
I know that's right.
So now I have my insulin, which I am on Novolog. And then this is the syringe in which I'm going to use to get the insulin from the bottle to the new reservoir set. Now, this is large and intimidating, but this needle does not actually stay. And I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. So, I'm gonna attach this, take that top off. Yeah. It's a big one. The first important thing that is a must is pulling this syringe all the way back and then releasing any excess air. This is important because it helps to reduce the air bubbles that actually form when you're getting the insulin out of the bottle. I'm not going to fill it all the way up. This is the second important thing. I'm gonna stop it right there at 2.5. Now, when I first got on this pump, I did not stop it and I would go all the way to the 3. And that caused a lot of issues with air bubbles and insulin delivery, and my sugars would always end up high. So don't do that.
Nope.
Okay, then the next step is to get the insulin inside of the new reservoir casing. So stick that right through there. And you just push the insulin in. Just like that. Then we're gonna attach the reservoir to the pump. Okay, now this is the infusion set. This is the actual little tool that actually will insert the reservoir inside of my body. We're gonna connect this tubing to the new reservoir. And now, as you can see, well, it's a little discombobulated. Okay, there we go. So this is where the needle is going to be. I always remove this because I like to see the insulin plain and clear. Sometimes it's hard to see. So I'm gonna have to prime this to get all the insulin in this tube until I start seeing drops come out right here. Okay, so it is detecting the cartridge right now, and that takes a few seconds. Boom, cartridge has been changed. It detected tubing. I'm gonna hit that start button. It has to go at least 10 units before we start seeing any drops come out of the end here. Oop, y'all see that? We got action, so we can stop it. So now it is time to reinsert the new set. So we're just gonna peel this little paper off here. You guys will see how this little tool works. Now, I am doing it on the same side, but I'm not gonna do it in the same exact spot. You can see there's some scar tissue right there, so we kind of have to move it around. But this is the third most important thing. Try to find a fatty area, more of a fatty area. The thinner areas, sometimes the cannula bends easily, and then the insulin, you get occlusion alerts because the insulin is not flowing through properly, and then your sugar ends up being 400. Don't ask me how I know. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go ahead and insert this. So we just take this little tool. Y'all see that needle is still there, but it's not gonna actually stay in me, it's just used to insert it. So I'm gonna find a different spot. So I'll probably just come a little higher, and then you squeeze like that. Ooh, little sting, just a little bit, just a little bit. And we're gonna pull that and voila.
Let's go.
And that right there is how to properly change an insulin pump. So don't forget, if you're on the Tandem T-Slim X2, listen, make sure you are getting the air out of that needle first. And then when you're loading it with insulin, make sure you do not go past that 2.5. Very, very important. And last but not least, be sure to pick a fluffier spot. That way you don't have any insulin delivery issues later on. If y'all like this video, go on and hit that thumbs up and be sure to subscribe.